Don't say hi like a spider to a fly. I jump right ahead and you're dead. So I'm scared up, fed up, go down.
The World Wide Web empowers individuals from all over the world to share information, build relationships, and communicate with one another instantaneously. The web has transformed the manner by which society learns, teaches, collaborates, meets, falls in love, solves problems, and most importantly, how one represents him/herself to the world. The web allows an individual to utilize anonymity, a specific power of control. Anonymity grants the ability to be honest and courageous or to be cruel and dangerous. It allows for actions beyond the watchful eye of authoritative figures or parental controls. Anonymity can bring out the worst in someone. It frees the darker side of those who might normally act moralistic. There are two areas of concern where the web intertwines secrecy, destruction, and bullying that are detrimental to online presence. One is the new trend of flash robs, along with the controversial app called Yik Yak. Both of these currently trending applications show the evil side of anonymity and how individuals express little or no remorse for their actions. The term mob mentality or herd mentality has existed for decades and is used to refer to a set of behavioral characteristics that emerge when people are in groups, most notably the loss of self-awareness and the acquisition of group norms. It is the idea that herds of animals do what others around them do. If several individuals in the group are doing something, then it must be worthwhile. It stresses more the power of anonymity. It heightens one's emotional state, anger, and hostility. It allows dark and unacceptable behaviors to become acceptable within a large group, creating the perception of diffused responsibility. Psychology Program Director Tamara Avent from South University stated in a news article interview for the Green Issue that people believe they cannot be held responsible for violent behavior when part of a mob because they perceive the violent action as the group's. Everyone's doing it. In addition, she pointed out that when people feel that behavior cannot be traced back to them, they are more likely to break social norms and engage in violence.
An alarming concern and a new type of mob mentality crime to the small business community are offenses of flash robs. This new trend began in the first decade of the 21st century and is described by Urban Dictionary as acts of robbing merchandise organized via telecommunications, social media, or emails. A group of people assemble suddenly in a public place, perform an unusual and seemingly pointless act for a brief time, then disperse, often for the purposes of entertainment and/or satire. Flash robs depict a clear revelation of the dark side of interpersonal communication, specifically when the advent stems from the World Wide Web. Young teenagers enter stores and steal items from shelves and coolers coordinated by the use of social media. In 2011, 40 boys swarmed into a suburban Sears and made off with thousands of dollars in merchandise, grabbing anything and everything they could carry. Interestingly, the workings behind these incidents stem from a medium that was created to bring people together, social media. Scott Decker, a professor of criminology at Arizona State University, made a poignant comment about the incidents that supports the idea of mob mentality. Over 90% of crimes committed by young people are done so in groups. Further, Mr. Decker also pointed out that social media might be an even bigger culprit, as the robbers find a thrill in the media attention society has given them. He quotes, "Kids may be doing it for fame. It's a way of bragging. Not only can you show your friends, you could show the whole world." This new trend of senseless premeditated crime is a growing threat to retailers.
Oh, math test tomorrow? Maybe I'll burn the school down. Imagine posting a comment like this on social media sites such as Twitter, Facebook, Vine, or even Instagram. You might as well make your way down to the precinct and turn yourself in because law enforcement officials will be knocking at your door with a warrant for your arrest soon. Unfortunately, with advancements in technology, founders Tyler Droll and Brooks Preffington, college students from Furman University, have set the bar high for law enforcement officials. They have tacked onto social media whirlwind trap and have created a discussion board application called Yik Yak, which is an anonymous location-based Twitter feed. The purpose was to create a more democratic social media network where users didn't need a large number of followers or friends to have their posts read nationally. Similar to Twitter, posts are called yaks instead of tweets, and users are limited in the number of characters that can be posted at any one time, which is 200 versus 140 like Twitter. Users are supposed to be 17 years or older to use this app, but since a user account is not required, anyone can download the app. Users can view posts by anyone within 10 miles of their present location. You can also peek in on what is being yacked about in other areas. Viewers are able to rate each yak by upvoting or downvoting them. The most popular posts are highlighted in a special area of the app, which designates them as hot, and posts that are downvoted with a score of a -5 is removed immediately. Nevertheless, hurtful, demeaning, or generally inappropriate posts can have real-world consequences, whether the original poster sees them or not. Similar to Jordan Seaman, a sophomore at Middlebury College, who was scrolling through Yik Yak at school one day and happened to come across a post comparing her to a hippo and making sexual references about her. Her exact response was, "It is so easy for anyone in any emotional state to post something, whether that person is drunk or depressed or wants to get revenge on someone, and then there are no consequences."
The World Wide Web had an innocent start, however, it has morphed into this behemoth that has united the world in an instant. The web, like the Black Widow, is alluring and enticing. She draws you in with the promise of excitement and safety, but once you get caught in that web, you may never get back out.
Spider to a fly, I jump right